introduction favorites, super late, but you know what? It's okay because no, my favorites are always late. You know what? I have been gone for quite some time. And by the way, this is gonna be a long introduction video, so if you don't like that, check below. I got you, girl. So I haven't filmed in a really long time. You guys know I pre-film, so I usually have videos filmed ahead of time, which means I don't film for a certain amount of time since I already have like credit of videos lined up. And then I decided to microblade my eyebrows. Yeah, I decided to microblade my eyebrows. And then a week after that, my mom came to visit, which when I'm recording this video, she's actually still here. And so it was just like one thing after another. So it was like, I need to take a break. I can't film because I have microblading. My son got sick for 2 weeks. My mom's here visiting. Yes, this is a Swiffer handle. And it just kind of like all piled up and I was like, you know what? Something's gotta give. It's been quite a crazy time, but I just love filming. I really hope you guys have been enjoying your July. And this is Coffee Break with Danny. One of the long introductions. So let's jump right into beauty favorites. Actually, you know what? No, let's not do beauty favorites first. Let's talk about this shirt first. This, if I stand up, are you guys gonna laugh at my pants? You have to promise you're not gonna laugh. Maybe you won't even see them and you'll probably see them in the mirror. So, oh yeah, you don't see my pants. This is my t-shirt. It says Thug Life. You guys, I'm always joking about like Thug Life, mommy Thug Life, whatever. I'm not a thug, okay? But I think it's funny that I say I'm a thug because it just is. I really like this t-shirt. This is from a random Instagram online retailer, whatever, that I discovered on, I don't know how I discovered it, honestly. Like, how did I discover it? I don't even remember. Probably late night teething session, like always. I really like it. I like the fit. They run a little small. I got a medium. Usually I'm a small. I got a medium and I got it in the vintage women's. Anyway, moving on, enough of this t-shirt. Then let's talk about these little necklaces. Like, is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Who would have thought that I started filming my videos wearing like Mr. T chains around my neck, and now all I can wear are these delicate, dainty, tiny little miraculous pieces of baby jewelry. These are actually 2 necklaces that I just got from that Etsy shop that I'm always shopping from. Like, I can't stop. You guys really need to tell me to delete the Etsy app off my cell phone. You know what the problem is too? I convince myself that it's affordable and I can use Ebates, because I don't know if you're familiar, but if you shop on Ebates, if you shop on Etsy, you need to use Ebates because Etsy offers 1 to 2% cash back. Hey. So this is my favorite shop ever. If you guys have ever seen me wear those little Fatima's hand or Hamza hand necklaces, they're from this same shop called Minimal GV, and she hand makes all her jewelry. It's awesome like this. It comes from Tel Aviv, like it ships all the way from across the world. Super affordable pricing, amazing high quality stuff. I was actually planning on filming a jewelry haul, but I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, because recently I got a ton of stuff from her shop. I call her like she's my friend. It's a woman-owned shop. I got a ton of stuff from this little Etsy shop. I got some stuff from J. Crew, and I got some stuff from Bobble Bar. And I wanted to share it with you guys. I have it all saved in a little box if you were interested in a jewelry haul. So you guys will have to let me know. Maybe we can do like, leave a diamond ring emoji in the comments. If there's enough little diamond ring emojis like this one, then we'll go ahead and do that jewelry haul. Now I think we can move into makeup. Now can we? Now can we, Danny? Do you think we can? Okay, let's move on. Moving on to makeup. I told you guys I got my eyebrows microbladed, and if you're not familiar, microblading is considered a cosmetic procedure. It's a procedure that was invented to really help out people that have issues growing out their eyebrow hair, or, you know, due to medical reasons have lost, you know, facial hair, things like that. So basically what it does is they're little superficial cuts into the skin and then deposits of pigment. And so what it does, it creates hair-like strokes on the surface of your skin, and it's a semi-permanent eyebrow tattoo. So it doesn't last forever, it does fade with time, and you do have to get it retouched. I got mine done here in Dallas, and the funniest thing happened because this is gonna be a really long video, I presume. The funniest thing happened was because I got them done and I was having like the worst second thoughts about it. I was like feeling insecure and I didn't like them, but my mom and Samantha, my best friend, were like, dude, are you ridiculous? They look amazing. I thought they were just kind of, you know, blowing smoke up my butt because they're my best friend and my mom and they have to. And so I was like, I don't know. And even Claria, the girl that did my brows, was like, listen, you're not gonna like them. You're not gonna like them. They're gonna change a lot through the next like few weeks. They're gonna change. And then finally they'll look the way they're supposed to. And sure enough, I was like, I'm not sure. I hate them. I sort of like them. Oh, I don't like them again. Bam, I love them. It was such a great experience. You guys, all I'm wearing is eyebrow gel. I'll give you a minute. All I'm wearing is eyebrow gel. Yes. So that long story was just to tell you about these wipes, because that's how I roll. If you want someone to talk a lot and tell you a whole lot of nothing to tell you one simple thing, you hire me. So basically, I couldn't wash my face. I guess I could wash my face, but I was a little nervous. You know, she was like, don't use cleansers, don't use moisturizers, don't do any type of microdermabrasion, or why am I doing this? Or any sort of anything on your face. Like, don't do anything for a few days, and then for 2 weeks, and then for this and this. There's like a whole list of rules that you have to follow. And then just in time, I got these wipes, and these are quick cleansing wipes. They're not makeup remover wipes, so they don't remove makeup. They're basically for a quick sort of wash, like vaquero style, like you just quickly wash your face. And so I was using these 2 to 3 times a day because I was like, oh, my face is gross. And so I was like wiping my face carefully around my eyebrows, like I didn't even want to come close to them. And they did such a great job. I hate when it's like a cleansing wipe and you do it and you feel dirtier than you did before. Like you didn't feel like you actually cleansed your face. Or wipes that are so flimsy that when you're like rubbing them on your face, they kind of like roll up like taquitos and you're like, what the heck? What are you even doing? These have almost like a texture to them. So when you spread it out and you're like doing your face, it really gets in there good and it doesn't roll up. This is how you roll tortillas, in case you're wondering. I was like, why am I doing this? Oh, because that's how they roll up. You know how some wipes, like they're Pixie ones. Pixie has some cleansing wipes. You guys, these are better. So these are the Clinique Pep-Start Quick Cleansing Wipes. I don't even know if I said that. I talked for like 7 minutes. I didn't even tell you the name. So there's that. Another sort of beauty product, sort of not, would be a nail product. And this is a present that arrived at my P.O. box because of a beautiful subscriber named Claudia Correa, and she sent me the Nail Aid Keratin 3-Day Growth Bioscience Nail Solutions. So in several videos I talk about how my nails chip and they split and they break and they're really delicate. My nails grow really fast, but they never are thick or beautiful or nice nails. All of my family had the same problem where like, it's called eggshell nails, where they kind of split into layers. And so she sent me this and she said that it worked miracles on her, that in, you know, a couple days she already saw a big difference. So while I was taking this time off, I think it was almost 3 weeks that I took off, I tried it. I had no nail polish on. I tried this and it is really, really awesome. I noticed a decrease in the amount of peeling or shedding that my nails were doing, and it's just awesome. I feel like it worked a lot better than Nail Envy from OPI, which isn't very healthy for the nails. And I definitely liked it more than that pink one that I get from Sephora. I like that pink one because it has the pink tint and it's really glossy, but you could always do this and then put that one on top. You know what I'm saying? But this one's really awesome. So thank you so much, Claudia, for thinking about me and sending me a monthly favorite. Now let's talk about palettes. There are 2 palettes and then a customized palette that I want to mention. The first 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have been loving, which I'm kind of shocked, are the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills and the Lorac Pro 3. So if you guys are new to my channel, you probably missed my Lorac 2 review where I was like, it sucks, I hate it, I'm gonna return it, wah, 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 wah. So I still stand firm on the texture of Lorac shadows. And every time that I review a Lorac palette or any type of Lorac powder product, I always disclaim that it's not the formula of the shadows, it's my style of using these powders. So when I use Lorac products, I'm an animal. Like, I'm a beast with all powder products, so I make a mess. Like, it's just powder flying everywhere because I'm very aggressive. And so it's not the eyeshadow's fault, it's just my style of, you know, barbarically attacking my makeup. But I will change for you. I will change for you. This is the Lorac Pro 3. It is absolutely brilliant and it does not disappoint. It's such a pretty palette. I have such a bias because I prefer warmer colors of eyeshadows, you know. I have neutral undertones, but I always prefer warmer shadows, hence what's going on right here. So this one, if you guys were hesitant about it, the pigment is awesome, the lasting power is awesome. I mean, it's awesome. It does lean a little bit light, you know, so if you want drama, you really only have these 2 options over here. But it's a great everyday palette. It would be great for people with golden undertones, but if you're like me, where you're like thug life, I do whatever I want and I wear whatever I want, it's definitely a recommendation regardless of your undertones. Now with this one, this is the Modern Renaissance palette. I filmed this tutorial for you guys using this palette, and I'm also filming an Is It Worth the Hype on this palette. Now, spoiler alert, this is in my monthly favorites, and I haven't done the Is It Worth the Hype video on this one, so you could probably guess what the answer to that video is. But it's definitely worth the hype. I absolutely love this palette. It looks like that in case you're unfamiliar. The reason that I bit the bullet and I went ahead and purchased this was because it is a permanent palette. It's not one of their limited edition, which is the most common way that Anastasia releases eyeshadow palettes. It's a permanent palette, so there's no big rush in getting it if you don't want it or if you need to save money. I know there was a price increase in it, which I thought was a little about it, but definitely love it. It's warm. Like, this is warm on fire warm. I didn't want to like it. You know that. I'm not a very big bandwagoner when it comes to, you know, clicky makeup brands on social media. But girl, that palette, you need it. Then I had my little customized palette from ittsé, and this is a customizable makeup brand based in San Francisco. And the only reason I found out about this brand was because Sam Sherman did a collaboration blush with them. I kind of talked about them for a little bit in a glowy skin makeup tutorial that I did in the last couple weeks. So basically what they do is they allow you to design your own palettes. They have these little magnetic palettes for you. They come with a mirror, this little flap. I always rip this flap out, but I wanted to keep it in there in case you guys wanted to see. And so I have 3 blushes in here and highlight. I didn't think I was gonna like this brand as much as I do, and I'm so glad that thanks to Sam, I discovered it. And so she designed this blush right here called Sunset Beach, which is definitely a favorite this month. Like, you guys, it is so, so pretty. I could totally show you up close swatches, but if you really wanna see it in action, I'm gonna link that tutorial that I'm talking about, like the glowy skin tutorial. But I also discovered this highlight, and this highlight made it into my top 5 favorite highlights, like in a breath, like literally easy in a breath. This is called Barbados. I haven't been able to not use it. Every time I go to sit down to do my makeup, I'm like, okay, what highlighter am I gonna use? Oh, and I just grabbed the same one. This is the only one. Like, every single makeup look that I've done in the last, I don't know, month and a half, almost 2 months, I just put this one on. because I could put it on with like a giant powder brush and it just gives my face this, you know what I'm saying? Like just glowy beautifulness of simple glow. I'm all about that unicorn glow, but sometimes you really just want that like angelic glowing from within. I could apply like a pound of it on my face and it's still gonna look amazing. That's what I get with this highlight right here. You see that? Isn't that stunning? Okay, now let's move on to, I am so sorry that this video is gonna be incredibly long, but that's just the way it is sometimes with monthly favorites. Let's talk about some eyeshadow primers. Weird topic, right? So I actually discovered 2 this month, and I initially tried the Kat Von D one and I fell in love and I was like, this has to be in my monthly favorites, even though it's totally not the same color as my skin tone, like at all. So that's the Kat Von D one. It's really yellow. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really, really yellow, but it's awesome. It's incredible. It kind of reminds me of soft ochre. And then I was like, you know what, Dani? You've been kind of a brat lately. You need to like get a little bit more drugstore erroneous on your channel. So I got this eyelid primer from ULTA brand, like drugstore ULTA brand. And I decided to give it a whirl. And I was like, dang, this is good. I love this eyelid primer. And then I was like, wait a minute, this one looks just like Painterly from MAC. Formula-wise, color-wise, texture-wise, longevity-wise, these 2 are literally like MAC Soft Ochre and Matte Painterly. So if you guys were interested in like a squeeze tube version, because I know with like MAC, you have to put your finger in there or you have to use a brush. With these, I guess you have to use your finger anyway, but you don't have to stick it in a jar. I need to really think out what I'm gonna say because sometimes this happens. Let's talk about complexion products. A foundation that I've been loving is the SheaMoisture Weightless Shea Serum Foundation. These are natural finish serum foundations. It's extremely watery. I would say maximum you could build it up to medium coverage. I'm wearing it today. It looks like skin. It is incredible. You do kind of have to learn to use the formula of this product a little bit because it's really watery and you're like, wait a second, is it even covering anything or is it setting? Like, what's going on? It's really awesome. Once you kind of get the hang of it, you learn to use it, it's a really good product. It's a drugstore product. It's healthier for the skin. It's available at Target, so it's a drugstore price. But unfortunately, the color range is a little tricky, so I have to mix Nude and Latte together to get my perfect shade. But it is a sheerer foundation, so it's a little bit more forgiving. I am using it today, and I only used translucent powder to set my foundation. I did not spot conceal, but I did use him. This concealer is awesome. I'm wearing it today. Can we talk about how no one will ever suspect that I'm a panda? Please. Can we talk about that? No one knows that I'm a panda because of this concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I do have a problem with the advertising or how they're pitching this concealer because they're saying like, oh, it's a concealer. It's also to contour. Just get a couple shades darker to contour and get a couple shades lighter to conceal, and just stop trying to do that. It's a concealer, relax, you know? Not everyone is doing the hella crazy drag sculpted face. Like, let's be honest. We don't always want to do cake face, you know what I mean? But it's an amazing, lightweight, full coverage concealer that works amazingly well. Let me show you this. First of all, look at the size. It's like a big daddy. It's like nice and chubby. And then look at, dun dun dun. How cute is that? I don't know why. I think giant doe foot applicators are really cute, but it's awesome. It is such a beautiful concealer. It feels nice and hydrating on the skin, but look at that. Can we talk about that? It's super lightweight, but look at that coverage. Isn't that incredible? And it sets. How many times have you tried a concealer where you're like, oh my God, I love it, but it doesn't set, so I have to use a powder, and then I have to use a beauty blender to kind of pop it out of my fine lines. Nope, look at that. Can we talk about that? It's set already. It's completely set. I'm in the shade Light because I do like it to lighten my under eyes. So I think it's a pretty good full coverage concealer. It smells really good. It smells like my mom. That smells really good. I think that's the peony. That smells delicious. Anyway, so that concealer, you guys, is definitely a must-have. Add it to your cart. Wait till Ebates goes up or there's like a sale or 20% whatever. It's definitely worth the buy. We are almost done. I am in the works of doing a full-on review of the brand SheaMoisture. It's gonna be my monthly healthier brand review. You guys know how I did Juice Beauty and I did 100% pure. So SheaMoisture is the next one. But so far, this foundation is awesome. Another product that I've been loving are their eyeliners. Their eyeliners are amazing. I mean, you just go like, look at this. Do you see that? Like, I just barely touched my skin and it just glided on. They have this color that is like Smurf blue. Oh, you guys, I think it's just called blue. It's amazing, but I don't want to like let too many surprises out of the bag for that review, but their eyeliners are amazing. Then, speaking of eyeliners, the LA Girl Line Art Matte eyeliners, they come in this funky little like triangle shape. These are awesome, you guys. They have blue, brown, black, and white. When I got these, I thought I wanted to try them out because I'm kind of over my Jessie's Girl eyeliner pen. I was like, okay, Danny, like, move on. Like, you guys, you need to move on sometimes in life. So I wanted to try something new, and I needed it to be drugstore. And when it comes to eyeliner pens, it's really hard to find one that doesn't go like and get into all the fine lines of your skin. So this one is a felt tip, and it is perfect for those of you that are like, Danny, I suck at wing liner. I don't know how to do wing liner. I'm horrible at wing liner. I'm learning to do wing liner. You guys, if you want to teach yourselves to do wing liner, get this eyeliner because it is one of those that's fully saturated with ink, but the ink isn't runny, so it's not gonna like spread all over your face, get into all your fine lines. You know which kind I'm talking about? Those liquid liners that like spread into your skin. It's not like that. And then the tip is firm but soft. So when you glide it onto your skin, it's going to barely make a line. If you put pressure, then the line gets longer or thicker. And that's a really important thing to have in an eyeliner tip when you're learning to do eyeliner. Because if you're not familiar with eyeliner, you're getting a little nervous and shaky hands, you don't want it to be like psh, big thick lines all over your eyeballs. No, you want it to allow you the control of how much eyeliner you want to put on, right? So with this one, if you're a little nervous, just barely put the tip on there. Then when you start to feel a little bit confident, you can push a little bit harder, and then the line gets longer and thicker. It is amazing. I'm actually wearing it today. It's full on matte. You can do a beautiful wing with it, or you could just use it really close to the lashes and get just a really beautiful deepening of like the lash line. You don't even know, you guys. There's a blue one. I'm dying to use it, but how many tutorials can I do with blue eyeliner? We're almost done. The next product is from Velvet 59, and this is one of these really awesome advocates for cruelty-free beauty. And they just launched this new lip gloss in the color Noisette. It's the only thing that I'm wearing on my lips right now. The only thing that I'm wearing on my lips right now. The applicator on this thing is hilarious in the coolest, most amazing way possible. It is a paddle lip gloss applicator, but it's very skinny. So a lot of times with paddle applicators, they're paddles, but they're short and chubby. This one is not. It's long and skinny, and I just take it out once and then use the bottom for the bottom Amazonian lip and then the top for the top Amazonian lip. It gives you a lot of pigment. It's not streaky or runny. It doesn't get soft and kind of like melt out and get all over your face. You don't need a lip liner. It's not sticky. Winner in my book. And then 2 more items and we're done. 2 nail polishes. OPI Fearlessly Alice. I need to show you a swatch so you can faint. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. This color is amazing. It literally looks like I murdered a Smurf when I take it off, and I don't care. It stains like a mother trucker. And then Essie's 1000 color, Aim to Misbehave, beautiful yellow. Yellow formulas are hard. And then when you have like a yellow shimmery pearl like this one, it could be a little daunting, like, is that gonna look tacky? But I really, really liked it. And it dries fast, which is a major plus when you have 2 little kids at home. And then my last favorite, Wayne Goss, softest brush ever. Is that what it's called? I think that's what he named it, right? Wayne Goss's softest brush in the whole world, or Wayne Goss's puppy brush, or Wayne Goss's you need this brush if you even want to ever do your makeup ever again. Literally, I did like a post on my Instagram where I was like, why does this Wayne Goss brush have white letters when all the other brushes have like dark gray letters? Like I was like kind of like being a bratty, whiny perra. And I don't care if it said you're ugly on the handle, because this brush is, I can't even describe it. I don't think I've ever experienced, I know I like to be very folkloric and colorful in my descriptions, but literally you guys, like honestly, having a mature moment. I dipped this into my NARS translucent crystal, whatever, like, I don't even know what it's called. It's the brush I use for everything. The powder I use for everything. The loose powder, the NARS translucent crystal loose powder, whatever. I just tapped it in there to set my under eye. The skin of my under eyes has never looked the way that it looked when the powder was applied with this brush. So I don't know what I've been doing wrong this whole time. I even went in and I was like, okay, maybe I'm just having a really great hydrated under eye day, right? Like that was what I thought. Maybe that's what's going on. So I tried a different brush. I tried my beauty blender and it started to look the way it normally did. I mean, not horrendous, but different. So I went in with this. My skin has never felt powder on my face that way. It has never looked that way with powder. This brush is magic. That's the concluding statement of this video, is this brush is magic. And that is it for my monthly favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this long, crazy video, but these are my monthly favorites, and it wouldn't be a favorite if I didn't share the story that goes behind why it's a favorite. And see, I'm doing it again. I'm making a really, really simple process like a goodbye, very long and drawn out. Anyway, I know some of you live for the long stories in my videos, so thank you so much for your constant encouragement and support. I will list and link all of these products in the description box below, so if you have any questions, check there. And like always, if you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already.